I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. Here's a great question. How can you avoid appearing difficult when you tell a recruiter, when you won't tell a recruiter, my screen kind of flipped down. When you tell a recruiter you won't reveal your last salary. I was asked by a recruiter for my last salary, it kind of got messy there. I was asked by a recruiter for my last salary and said I don't disclose that information. She said I was trying to be difficult and we can't move forward if I'm not going to be a team player. So, eventually this person caves in and winds up telling the recruiter the salary. This is a third-party recruiter, not a corporate recruiter. So how can you avoid not appearing difficult? How can you stand your ground without the impact being, that you're a pain in the butt, to put it bluntly? And the answer is, number one, to understand that recruiters, corporate or third-party recruiters, work for an employer. The employer sets down terms of engagement. They want to know salary. Why do they want to know this? Because many companies will only offer a percentage increase over what you're currently earning. They're not in the, we value this person to X level, and as a result, we are going to pay them what they're really worth. They work on formulas that are designed to only extend an offer for a percentage above the current comp. So no matter what, you're going to appear difficult. Accept it. Now, if you're extremely placeable to that agency, they're going to cave. And I want you to understand that. You hold cards in your hand as representing a fee. And if your background is so terrific that the market is clamoring for your skills, they'll cave in. And they'll figure out a way to present you to the client without the exact salary. You can offer them a range. I'm earning between 120 and 140. And I want to be clear. I'm not looking for the lowest acceptable salary. I've picked up a lot of knowledge and experience that's going to be valuable to the next organization. So if you think I'm going to go for a minimal increase, like a 3% raise or a 10% raise, you're mistaken. I want you to understand that, I know what my value is and I expect to be paid it. So in responding in that way, you're setting down terms of engagement that by definition are going to make you difficult because you're not compliant and you're not docile. You're not willing to play within the system. And so what? Who cares? Firms that want to hire you for the least amount of money, which is what the agency will ultimately try to persuade you to do, you may not want to work for them. However, if your premier employer, the one that you really want to work for, demands that information, you have a choice to make, whether to comply or not, whether to risk losing an opportunity or not. That's your choice. That's your obligation. But to let the agency dictate the terms, you can flip it back to them if you have the skills and experience. If you're Ms. or Mr. Ordinary in your background, if you have a commodity skill that, there are a million people like you out there, you have less leverage than a salesperson, for example, who's delivering a book of business worth X number of $100 million and is a leader in selling this particular type of product or service. Again, if you're in a commodity business, a commodity skill, it's a lot harder for you. However, don't misinterpret that statement as my saying to you, cave in. Stand your ground if you believe your skills are more valuable than what you've been paid, and insist that they cave in by demonstrating why your value is much higher than what they're going to try and con you into. Hope you found this helpful and have a great day. Take care.